What's going on, guys? My name is AbsolutelyBlake and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special video for you because I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw a post that read this. The average person has at least a few gay tendencies. The Kinsey scale is a scale from 0 to 6 that rates the person based on their tendencies. Click the link in my bio to see how you rank on it. It got me curious because there is no question about it that my main viewers are all male. At this very given moment, 90.7% male viewership compared to 9.3% female. With that being said, I know that a lot of you are part of the LGBTQ plus community, and that's why I want to start this video out before taking this quiz by saying that I strongly support everything a part of LGBTQ plus. I do personally believe that anyone should be who they are and not feel uncomfortable in their skin. If you like a certain type of person, whether you're gay, lesbian, straight, whatever you are, that's okay in my opinion. It's 2019, and if there's still people out there that are disagreeing in this, those are the people that shouldn't be on this planet. So I've got my Rise Above Homophobia t-shirt on, and we're gonna take this test to see, based on my tendencies, where I sit on the Kinsey scale. I've not looked at these questions. I don't know what they're gonna say. I personally claim to be straight. I don't think there's any issues with kissing guys. I've done it in the past and stuff like that. I've slept in the same bed with guys, but I've never done anything sexual with a male other than kissing. So let's take this test and see where I sit. Starts off by saying only 52% were 100% straight. Where on the Kinsey scale do you fall? I don't know how valid this test is, but this is what it says. You may know Dr. Alfred Kinsey as the human sexuality doctor. In the 1940s, Dr. Kinsey's experiments gave us a scale on which to measure people's sexuality. Before I even continue, I don't think that any quiz should justify where you stand. It's how you feel inside. It could be completely wrong, it could be completely right, but no doctor is gonna be able to tell me what my sexuality is, but we're gonna play just for fun to see where we sit. The Kinsey scale, also called the heterosexual homosexual rating scale, is used in research to describe a person's sexual orientation based on their experience or response at a given time. The Kinsey scale ranges from 0 for those who identify themselves as exclusively heterosexual with no experience with or desire for sexual activity with their same sex, to 6 for those who would identify themselves as exclusively homosexual with no experience with or desire for sexual activity with those of the opposite sex. Individuals feel more comfortable communicating their sexual orientation in society. I think everyone should feel comfortable with this. It's 2019, I've said it. Nobody should be judging you for what you sexually feel. You're your own person. Don't let anybody else control your life. Anyways, let's start the quiz. Let's get right into it. Who are you attracted to? Number 1, I'm attracted to both men and women, the opposite sex, but I can totally appreciate when someone of the same sex is attractive. That's what I think I'm gonna click. I'm mostly attracted to people who are the same sex, only people of the opposite sex. I am attracted to the opposite sex, but I can definitely appreciate a good looking dude, and there's definitely a bunch of followers that are very good looking. Number 2, how do you identify your sexuality to other people? I say that I'm straight. Yeah, that's exactly what I say. We don't even have to go through all of these. Who do you fantasize about romantically? I've only ever thought about the opposite sex that way. Sometimes someone of the same sex sneaks into a dream or a fantasy. Oh, I fantasize about anyone and everyone. Mostly I fantasize about people of the same sex. I've only thought about people of the same sex. Okay, so I only ever think about the opposite sex that way, but I've had a dream once. I'm not gonna get into detail with the same sex. So it's only happened once though. For the sake of it, we're gonna say sometimes because it happened once, and saying I've only ever thought about this opposite is a lie. I can't control my dreams, but it happened. What's your dating deal breaker? Arrogance, lack of personal hygiene, obsession with money, anger issues. Can I select them all? Probably lack of personal hygiene, because come on. Number 5, who are your closest friends? I only connect with people of the same sex as me. I mostly bond with people of the same sex as me, but occasionally I'll connect with someone of the opposite. I have friends of all sexes. I'm mostly close to people of the opposite sex. I have friends of all sexes. I definitely feel like I can talk to girls a lot easier than I can talk to guys because I don't really watch sports or anything like that, and that's usually what guys are into. But when it comes to like having friends, I have friends of both sex. How do you think of yourself? I don't really think about it much in terms of labels. I have always been and always will be gay. I'm mostly straight, but I'm open to new experiences. I'm straight always and forever. I'm going to go with I'm straight always and forever. I don't like the idea of having a naked man in front of my face or anything like that. You're at a new friend's dinner party and you don't know many people there. Who do you make small talk with? I'm comfortable with everyone. I find myself spending time with people of the same sex. I'm mostly friendly with people of the other sex. I'm only really myself with people of the opposite sex. I'm only comfortable with people of the same sex. I don't get out that much. That's so sad. Okay, I don't really go to dinner parties, but I would say that I definitely communicate with the opposite sex easier. So I'm really myself with people of the opposite sex. Think about the people you socialize with the most. How do you think they'd identify? I've never thought about it before. They all identify as straight. Oh, they definitely say they're gay, all of them. I hang out with mostly straight people, but I've got a few friends who identify as gay, bi, or queer. Mostly gay. I'm friends with people of all sexual identities. Okay, I am friends with all sexual identities. So what's the difference between that and hanging out with mostly straight? Okay, well, it's that one. Who's your celebrity crush? Kristen Stewart, Anna Paquin, Brad Pitt, and Zachary Quinto. I'm gonna go with Kristen Stewart. All right, let's get a little personal. Who have you slept with? I'm actually a virgin. I slept with both men and women. I've been with men and women, but I prefer the opposite sex. I've been with men and women, but I prefer the same sex. I've only been with members of the same sex. I've only been with members of the opposite sex. I have only been with members of the opposite sex. What did you see in this photo? A tiger. A woman's body? I could have seen a woman's body? How do you see a woman's body? If anybody sees a woman's body, let me know, but I saw a tiger's face. Show my results! This is the moment we've all been waiting for. You're strictly straight. Wow, that is not what I expected at all. You're straighter than a line. A 0 on the Kinsey scale. You're exclusively attracted to members of the opposite sex and have never had any experience with or fantasies about the opposite sex. Wait. You've exclusively attracted to members of the opposite sex and have never had any experiences with or fantasies about the opposite sex. And that's probably not gonna change anytime soon. That's so savage! What? They're calling me a virgin. I'm only attracted to the opposite sex, but I've never had any experiences or fantasies with the opposite sex. That's gotta be a typo. That's so savage. I can't get over that. Holy. Well, anyways, guys, if you wanna take part in this Kinsey test, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Leave it in the comments below what your result is. That is not what I was expecting at all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at AbsolutelyBlake, and don't forget to subscribe for a new video every Thursday and Saturday.